Good evening, ma'am. I hope we're not disturbing your nightly rest. Please do not be frightened by our otherworldly appearance. Contrary to what you might think, we have not come to instill fright within you. We are here to ask you but a simple question. Would you consider yourself a good and neighborly citizen? Well, should I take your bewildered look as an answer in the affirmative? Since this is, of course, more of a rhetorical question. Naturally, most of the local residents would consider themselves to be a good and honest citizen of this beautiful town, but not all of them are willing to take action when it comes to preserving our values and the peace of this community. This is precisely why we are here today. Man, for you see, unbeknownst to the majority of this town, there is a great injustice happening right in front of all our eyes. No, and thank you kindly, ma'am, but we don't wish to partake in the sweets you're offering. No, we are certainly not. Must I remind you that you don't even have a tongue? Besides, candies are bad for your teeth. My name is Darren, and this bony fellow to my left is called Fergus. As you may be able to tell, we no longer count ourselves among you living folk, as both of us have met our separate ends in an untimely demise. I'm aware that due to the time and date that we chose to visit you, you might got the impression that we are but regular mortals, dressed up in very convincing costumes. But rest assured, we are most certainly dead. Or undead, to be precise. Obviously, this must come as a shock to you, seeing as most folks these days do not believe in the existence of the supernatural. But as Fergus will attest, ghosts, skeletons, zombies, and the like are very much a reality. At least he would attest to it if he still had vocal cords. Oh, please, go ahead and tell him yourself then. Oh, that's right, you can't. Oh, you know very well I can't hold that clipboard. How dare you bring that up? Do you even know what it's like? To never be able to touch anything ever again? Try as I might, I can't even scratch my own. I'm very sorry, ma'am. Please accept my sincerest apologies. But this is certainly no laughing matter. And no, this is neither a joke nor theater, as you so put it. As a matter of fact, Fergus and myself have come before you this very day to ask for your support in a most serious matter. Are you aware that tonight, on All Hallows Eve, the spirits and souls of those that passed away are able to walk the earth once more? Every year on the same day, we and many, many others receive a chance to be perceived by and interact with the living, almost as if we were still a part of this world. The many of us who are stuck on this side, so to speak, are also able to move more freely for most of the month of October. I must ask you to refrain from such questions. I'm not allowed to reveal any more details about the potential afterlife that might await you after your passing. Trust me, this is one of the most important passages in our union contract. Also, it's highly dependent on the way you have lived your life as well as the circumstances that lead to your passing. All you need to know is that Fergus and I are here tonight because of these special circumstances, as I am usually confined to a certain graveyard, and sorry, Fergus, I don't even know where you spend your days. Well, how very mature are you? Anyway, I was afraid that you might not be willing to believe us right away. So might I ask your permission for a little demonstration? Thank you, ma'am. Please remain completely still. Oh my, such colorful language. Though I suspect that this is a more common way to express oneself these days. We certainly did not know any of these swears 300 years ago. As you so vividly described, I was able to reach my arm straight through you. I'm told that this also creates a sensation of excessive coldness within mortals. Don't be frightened, though. This is only temporary. Mayhaps you've also noticed the fact I'm actually floating a bit off the ground, and that I'm slightly transparent? Do we need to prove ourselves any further? We don't? Wonderful. It makes things much easier for all of us. See, Fergus? This nice lady believes us. There's no need for further proof. Fine. I'll ask. Ma'am, would you still be interested in a demonstration from Fergus? I had a feeling you would be. Alright then, Fergus. You have your audience. Go ahead. I know how much you were waiting for a chance to show off your juggling skills. I just think it's a tad... Never mind. Stage is yours then. No, I can't hold the clipboard. How many times... Ma'am, would you please hold the clipboard for him? Thank you kindly. Fergus says thank you for your applause. Yes, I believe it is quite the show to see a skeleton juggle with its own bones. I just wish he wouldn't finish by adding his skull into the mix. Just seems a bit morbid, to be quite honest. Well, I believe we should turn back to the matter at hand. You see, those of us who are stuck on this mortal plane, but are unable to interact with it, for the most part, highly enjoy the freedom that is this month, and especially this day provides. We're once again allowed to roam the town that we love and cherish, as well as perceive the going-ons of its people. One particular fact about this day threatens that little enjoyment of ours, and that is the way that Halloween, as it has come to be known, is being celebrated these days. For this reason, we finally decided to take action. We have agreed almost unanimously to petition the mayor to implement a stricter regiment for what is allowed on this special day, as well as regulations for inclusivity. Yes, as I said, most of us were in agreement to come forward and reveal ourselves to this town, because we were so disturbed by the customs that have been developed for this holiday. As you see on the clipboard you're holding in your hands, we have 3 major issues to address. Firstly, a regulation on the overly excessive consumption of alcohol. As I'm sure you're aware, alcohol inhibits your ability to make the right decisions and may lead to inappropriate behavior, injuries, and overly graphic displays of affection. Why, yes, it may be the case that the need to feel closer to your fellow mortals is inherent in most humans, but the way that this is embraced these days is just highly inappropriate in our eyes. Yes, Fergus, I know that you did not agree on this point, but you do agree that drinking too much is bad for you, don't you? You see, Fergus here was a fisherman long time ago. He actually died because he was drinking pretty much all the time, and one particular night decided to go out to sea while drunk. He only returned 7 years later to his wife, who he had promised he'd always return to, come hell or high water. In return he did, the way he looks now. Can you imagine the look on his wife's face? When she was horrified that even like this, even after 7 years, he was still drunk. He made a right mess in her kitchen, and she eventually threw him out, bones and all. Ever since, he's been forced to run. You know what, this is going nowhere. Let's get back on track. Our second demand is a ban on overly promiscuous costumes. Now, I'm aware that this seems a bit draconic, but please give me a chance to explain. Such costumes are prone to further encourage inappropriate behavior, and many of us realize that times have changed, but there are those among us who are very disturbed by the way that we are displayed by those who choose to wear such things. I mean, you must have noticed yourself that every other costume is just a sensualized version of an otherwise normal Halloween costume, and they're often so lazy as well. We used to enjoy seeing the different interpretations of what the living might think of an actual ghost looks like, or a zombie, or even the Grim Reaper himself. Nowadays it's just put on a bikini top or miniskirt or some cat ears and call it a day. Perhaps. Yeah, jelly smeared shorts and no shirt, that's definitely a song. Fergus, I swear to God, you don't. What? I mean, darn it. Yeah, you got me, not in the 18th century. I was murdered in my Halloween costume some 30 years ago. Happy? I know I am. I can finally stop with the, oh heavens me, and the wouldst thou may have partake in me crumpets kind of talk. It's embarrassing. I gotta wear this for the rest of my life. I mean, death, whatever. Listen, man, let's petition is serious, alright? Costumes these days are lazy as hell. We want to see some real creativity. If you're going to make fun of us, at least, we really want to have fun on Halloween too. The others decided to send out a couple of us to get some signatures, and I guess they thought, hey, Darren is pretty well spoken. But hey, you can't hold this damn clipboard, so let's put her together with the drunkard, and then they'll be sure to get some. No, I didn't mean it, Fergus. I'm just annoyed by all this. Going door to door wasn't exactly how I planned to spend eternity, you know? And no one so far has been willing to even listen to us. Pardon? You actually want to hear our third demand? Well, if you want, the third one is actually the one that is most important to me personally, you know? We want to have fun too. We want some inclusiveness for the mortally inconvenienced. And we know it's going to take a lot of time and work to get people to get used to this. But we can't help but miss the days we were alive. So if the people of this town would be willing to give it a try, I think we could all enjoy each other's company. Thank you. It does sound nice, doesn't it? I might be too optimistic, but the thing we have in abundance is time. Well, I know that the first 2 points on our list are likely not going to fit your values, but would you still consider signing our petition? Which of them are actually implemented is still the mayor's decision, after all. I mean, if he doesn't kick the bucket as soon as a bunch of undead storm his office tomorrow. A condition. You want us to stay for your Halloween party? Are you sure? Don't you think that's a bit fast? Your friends don't know about us yet, after all, and we still have to get as many signatures as we can. Do you really think that your friends would sign the petition as well? Oh, well, I guess we have to join you then, don't we? And look, I'm already wearing my costume. What do you think, Fergus? You drunk old bastard. Man, just be ready to juggle again. I know how much you enjoy an audience. Well then I guess we're staying, aren't we? You gonna invite us in or what?